This is the most excited I've been to talk about a movie with you guys in a very, very long time. Alien Romulus has been one of my most anticipated films all year. Ever since I saw that teaser trailer a couple months ago, I was locked in for this film. The cast of characters or cast of actors I really liked. Everything was looking really good. I'm a new fan of the Alien franchise, super excited. And the buzz has been building and building and building ever since the hit festivals and other trailers have come out. But is it worth the hype? Does it bring the Alien franchise back down to earth and give it something to start off on? Let's talk about it. Space colonizers come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe while scavenging the deep ends of a derelict space station named Romulus. So there's three kinds of alien films: the traditional claustrophobic sci-fi horror films that are beloved. There's the weird and wacky films that people really have a particular taste for, but it's very divisive. Then there's the ones that have the big ideas, the social commentary, the ones that swing for the fences, that has divided the fans. Some people think they're the worst movies ever. Some people think they're the best in the franchise. And I think what the director here, Fede Álvarez, did, he took a little bit of each of those movies and took some of those ideas and put it in this one. It's a love letter to the whole franchise with Easter eggs and moments that are done in this film that are similar but modernly made with his touch and twist to it. But it didn't feel like he was just doing the greatest hits. I've been seeing that narrative throughout the run of the reviews for this movie, and I don't feel like that at all. There's a lot of fresh ideas here, and there's a lot of set pieces that I've never seen in other Alien films that was really, really dope and was really awesome to see on the big screen. This is mainly because the movie is masterfully made. The production design was a marvel to look at. It has like this Blade Runner-esque futuristic analog world that was a marvel to look at on the big screen, and you should definitely check it out on the biggest screen possible because the set design is amazing. It has some of the best shots of anything that I've seen all year. Once we get into the horror and the action, it has like a Dead Space, if you ever played that game, aesthetic to it that has this eerie, smoky, grimy, and intense, anxiety-inducing feel throughout the film that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Definitely kept me on the edge of my seat. And the score, blood pressure raising. It helps and amplifies the horrific aspects of it and the more actiony aspects of the film. While I don't think this movie is super scary in the traditional sense, it's eerie and tense. There are a couple jump scares in here that are super effective, especially one in particular that almost made me jump out of my damn seat. And while this movie takes a lot of inspiration from the Alien franchise in live action film form, I think it also takes inspiration from the video games. Alien Isolation, I could feel the touchings of that all throughout this film. Fede Álvarez said that a big inspiration of making this was because of that game, but I also see for like plot moments, I see a lot of his film Don't Breathe in here. If you've seen that movie and you watch this, you can see the similarities in the setup and the payoff, and I think they did a really good job of doing Don't Breathe in space. I really, really appreciate that because I love that movie. So I think that while he did take from the franchise itself, he also took from his past films and added it in here for a unique experience. The movie has a simple plot. It's back to basics, kind of like the first Alien and Aliens in terms of how straightforward it is, but it builds on moments and elements that are induced in the beginning of the film and they pay off in the end, which gets you more super invested, not only in what the characters are doing, but the sci-fi aspects of it as well. The face huggers, oh my God, they're super aggressive in this movie. I've never seen them so aggressive in attacking people, and they're in abundance. It's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's a lot of them, and they're coming for your face and they're gonna hug it, and it's scary and it's terrifying seeing these space spider scorpions attack these people, and it's all practical, so they look so real, and the xenomorphs look phenomenal as well, as they are practical as well, like animatronics, and it's just terrifying. We don't see the xenomorph a ton, but when we do see them, it's super effective as it hunts down these cast of characters in this movie. Speaking of the cast, Cailee, Spaeny, and David Jonsson are kind of the main people as they play Rain and Andy. They're not only the heart of the film with their beautiful dynamic that gets you invested in their journey and their survival, but they press really interesting questions about humanity and what it means, which feels similar to things that were being questioned in Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Cailee Spaeny is an actress that I've been enjoying her performances as she's rise up the ranks in Hollywood, and I think she's a wonderful leading lady in this film, in the vein of Sigourney Weaver, but not a ripoff. She's her own character. They do some things that make it feel like the way she holds the gun is like the way Sigourney Weaver holds the gun, but the character itself is not the same. And David Jonsson gives the most impressive performance because he's given the most to do in the film, and he absolutely nails it. And the rest of the supporting cast are all archetypes and stereotypes that you've seen in past Alien films and past films just like this, but the actors do a very solid job of playing these roles, and to make you either root for them to die or root for them to survive. So Álvarez is known for going absolute bonkers in his third acts. Think Evil Dead 2013, Don't Breathe, like again. And I think that's when he really puts his stamp and creative force onto this film. The third act goes absolutely nuts and has some of the most creative and exciting sequences and set pieces that the franchise has seen so far, while expanding on the lore and introducing things that I think will make Prometheus fans happy, and also if you're just fans of the Alien franchise in general. Most of my issues with this film are nitpicks, things that I can kind of look over because this movie rocks so damn hard, like plot conveniences or like character stupid decisions that's like, well, you could have avoided this, but I kind of understand because you're unprepared and it's a crazy situation. But there is a character in this film that has like this uncanny deep fake face, and it took me out of the movie a little bit, and I really wish that they found a different way to do it or change the character and use something else. I understand what they were going for, but it was just really, really weird. I got used to it as the movie was going on, but those initial like 10 minutes when the character was on the screen, I was like, what the hell? Because the movie is so practical in everything, like there's not as much CGI used throughout the film. That stood out a lot since there's not a lot of CGI in the movie. So that was one of the things that kind of took me out of the film for a little bit because I was locked in for so long. But I got over it eventually, but I wish that they were able to do something better. Overall, Alien Romulus is the stimulus package that the franchise needed. Similar to what Prey did to Predator, and now people are excited to see the next Prey or Predator film. I'm excited to see what this franchise has to offer. If they bring in creatives that takes the love and care and loves the source material as much as Fede and the writer did here, I am on board. With that said, I'm going to give this movie an A. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What would you rate Alien Romulus? Are you one of these people who felt like it was too fan servicey and it took you out of the film? Or do you think it's super awesome? Or do you think it's mediocre? Let me know in those comments down below and let me know. Like the video if you like my review. Attack the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you notify my reviews, reactions, live discussions, and much, much more. And you can watch more content right now.